Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ascension Teachings, and today what we're going into is Anjos, E.Ts and the Masters. Alrighty, let's get on with it. So there's a lot more than what I'll be mentioning today. This is sort of like a brief thumbnail sketch of what is out there. Plus, you know, there's inner earth beings, nature spirits, elementals, positive beings that are in line with the awakening and healing process of humanity. All different forms of beings out there that do assist us at certain times. The best way I can describe it is imagine your guides and what you're working with as like a football team. There's many of them and they specialise in certain areas, but there are a handful or maybe two or three, it can be more, give or take, that are mainly working with you a lot of the time. But again, they can drop off, others can step forward. They're best to be seen, and not in a derogatory way, but they're best to be seen like tools in a toolbox. They've got a purpose, they specialise in certain areas. Now, types of saints, sages, masters, ET beings and angels, their abilities, teachings and what they can assist you with to help yourself. All help with self-mastery, love, compassion, non-judgment, peace and of service. So we'll start off with Archangel Michael. Can help with protection, releasing negative energies, influences, help raise your frequency and bring you into alignment with service. So great to call on if you're down and out. Protection. Archangel Michael is commonly used for protection as well throughout a lot of different cultures, and you probably know a few people, even yourself, you might call upon him at times to assist with protection in certain trials and tribulations that you're going through in your day-to-day life. Gabriel, alright, so can assist with purification and spiritual discipline. Also helps with passion, communication and clearing of negative energies. So great to call on if you're feeling like you need rejuvenation, raising your frequencies and your energies. That's what Gabriel can really assist with, among other things as well. Kuan Yin, alright, known as the goddess of compassion and mercy, can assist with cutting cords, love, compassion, and is like a girlfriend or a mother to those she helps. So the story goes, from what I know, is that when Kuan Yin went to the other side, she was on the way back to Source, and she stopped because she could hear the cries from people on Earth wanting assistance and help from the other side. So she decided to come back. So working with her, like I've said in the past, you can call her in if you've got to cut cords or certain people out of your life, or traumas, wrong conclusions, judgments, and you send it off with love and thanks, and she can come in and assist you with cutting those cords yourself. Dragon beings. Now what's funny is that sometimes Kuan Yin comes in on a dragon, but a lot of people come across dragons. Now dragons, the way I understand dragons from the perspective of my experiences, is that dragons are very wise, enlightened, ancient beings, and a lot of the time they'll come in and just work with people for a certain amount of time. Sometimes they may be always with you, but they're there for protection, guidance and wisdom predominantly. Buddha, alrighty, can assist with you helping to see clarity and find peace and balance during difficult times. So a lot of people work with Buddha. There's many different beings that you can work with. Buddha's sort of one that can also help with a bit of everything. I guess they all can, but again, they specialise in certain areas. Some are better at some areas to assist you with than others. Mother Mary, there is a mother figure and sees all beings as her children with the motivation to uplift, assist with healing, love, and to nurture all who call upon her with guidance. Now, I want to take any religious taint out of any of the masters and beings that I'm talking about today as well, because what we find is that with religion, it puts things in a box and it can destroy connections or the way that we perceive not just the world, but the beings that we interact with. And when we look at Mother Mary, for example, even with Archangel Michael, they're universal beings. No church owns them. They see all humanity as either their children or as their siblings, and they're there to assist us all. So she's really there for anyone and everyone. You don't have to be Catholic at all. You don't have to be Christian or anything like that. And a lot of people have had experiences with her, including myself. Whether people have got a Christian background or Catholic background or not doesn't matter. A lot of people have experienced her. Mary Magdalene, alright, let's get into her now. So, warrior being, bringing through the divine feminine. She's there to support and bring justice. She can also bring through humour, happiness, and change the energies in your environment. So great if there's negative energies around, or there's been an argument, or something happening. Calling upon her, she can help uplift those energies, which is one of the many things that she can do. Jesus, very well known. Alright, so can assist with love, healing, protection, guidance, empowerment, releasing, forgiving and letting go of all that doesn't serve you, along with compassion and insight. Baba G. So, bringing in love, laughter, joy, clarity, insight, and can hold space to connect you with your higher self. So, Baba G is great for getting that insight and clarity as well, and can help you really connect with your higher self. Just by the energy of Baba G coming through, it can help uplift so you can connect with those higher energies. Metatron can assist with going with the flow, allowing things to happen, patience, strength, power, wisdom, protection and insight, along with love, which is a key. And Shiji talks about that a lot, love being a key, which is a key to connect you to the higher realms. That's what unlocks it through our consciousness, is our frequency. Ganesh, known as the remover of obstacles, but can also assist with learning and wisdom, and can also help with removing old traumas and wounds. Master of new beginnings, and can help you help yourself going through life easier. Lakshmi, alright. Known to assist with abundance, wealth, spiritual knowledge, insight and wisdom. A lot of people I know have done a lot of the Lakshmi mantras or prayers, and there's ones on the internet that you can go through to help with abundance or insight, a lot of different things that Lakshmi can help with. Vishnu, alright, can assist you with clarity, love, service and direction, safety, protection, purification, and can assist you with being clear-headed so you can make better decisions and actions. Monks, alright, so I've included this because a lot of people, including myself, have had interactions with certain types of monks that have come through. They don't give a name or anything like that, but predominantly what they're there for is to assist with self-mastery techniques, tapping into the heart, meditation, self-mastery in general is what they're there for. So don't be surprised when you're delving into this work and self-mastery and techniques, if some type of monk comes to you, whether physically, in meditation form, in the mind's eye, many different ways monks can come through. Alright, now we're going to look at E.Ts, and this is sort of like a compression. I'm sort of simplifying it, but here we go. For example, the Lyrians, Orions, Sirians, Arcturians, Pleiadians, Andromedans, and even the Elohim, our higher self. So there's many different representations of those beings and more in that image there. But when working with the E.Ts, you know, there's different things that they specialise as well in, and certain E.Ts like Pleiadians and Sirians, they're great with healing modalities, and even the Arcturians, the Orions, Lyrians, they're all great at healing, advice, clearing negative energies, insight, guidance, and it's working out with what you're connected with and working with them as a group as well. Some of them have names, some of them won't have names that come through. Some of them will be from different dimensions and have different levels of consciousness as well. But don't be surprised. What I'm saying is I don't want you to put yourself in a box with just certain guides, because we have so many working with us. Some will be extraterrestrial, some will be angelic, some will be ascended masters, some could even be local to us, meaning inner earth beings, nature spirits, things of that nature. So don't put yourself in a box with who and what you work with, because most likely you got a past life connection. They could be old friends, family. Sometimes when we incarnate in experiences, even though that's an illusion like I've spoken about, you will have friends or family from the other side and past experiences that when you come in, you guys will have an agreement of the other being assisting you while you're incarnated here, and vice versa. It could swap over later. And it gets convoluted to the point sometimes in a past life or in another life, you might have been the parent of a child, and when you come into this life, the roles could be swapped with the same souls involved. So it's quite amazing, which is almost, about going through experiences together, gleaning knowledge. Many things are involved with that. Most of all, what people don't talk about is looking for teachers and guides around you in physical form. Some people that we know come and go out of our lives for reasons we don't understand at the time, and sometimes they're there to teach us, or we're there to teach them, and there may be this yearning that I've got to be friends with this person and do something for them. You're maybe not sure, but this is very common. And we all need those that inspire and teach us around us in general. And this is where, going into self-mastery, you do need teachers, but you will also be teachers to others. So students are teachers and teachers are students at the same time. When we look at the bigger landscape of this arena, we could say, of self-mastery. And like the old saying goes, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So we're going to go into a meditation now to help you connect with one of your main guides, teachers, masters, what have you. So what I want you to do is relax, whether sitting up, laying down, what have you. And like I always do with the techniques, we're going to start out with the clearing. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes, breathe in that loving, joyful, blissful energy. When you breathe out, just let go of any tension, let the shoulders go, let the neck go and relax. And again, breathe in that loving, joyful, blissful energy. And again, out with anything that doesn't serve you, let it go. And again, breathe in that beautiful energy. And again, let any tension go, let it go. And what I want you to do now is keep breathing that positive energy in, but also breathe the positive energy back out now. So you're recycling that in and out through the breath. And while you do that, I'm just going to do a clearing. So I'm just going to ask that our guides and our higher self set forth. We ask that any cords, attachments, implants, parasitic thought forms, anything in our field or environment that isn't in line with the awakening healing process of humanity and the earth, we ask that it be dissolved and escorted to its perfect place and to go in peace. Thank you. We also ask for the healing energies to step forth for any healing that's needed on a physical or non-physical level. And we ask for a blessing from Gaia, Mother Earth, and the original spirits of the land, along with the beautiful many. And lastly, we ask that we're sealed off in our own dome of protection, immune from any outside influences, and that our main teacher and guide step forth to communicate. So with this exercise, I just want you to use your imagination. This is another type of way that we can connect. And as I've said many times before, imagination is creation, not just in the other realms, but also here. It's not fairy tale. So be careful of your thoughts, because your thoughts are like seeds. They grow with what intention you put behind them. And if it's positiveness, you'll get positiveness and you'll get results. If not, it can be the opposite or what have you. Now what I want you to do is visualize a door in front of you. It could be the door of your house, the front door, the back door, even a bedroom door. Visualize a door. It can appear any way to you. Now what I want you to do when you're ready, walk through that door, and on the other side there'll be a different scene and a path. And what I want you to do is walk along that path. And there'll be different plants, maybe animals, maybe some that you've seen before, maybe you haven't. And up ahead is a structure. It may look like a crystal city, it may look like a home, may look like some type of facility. And what I want you to do is when you get closer to that, I want you to walk into another door, and inside there waiting for you will be a guide. And when you walk through, there is going to be chairs, a table, and there'll be somebody sitting down at that table. And what I want you to do is sit down and then look at this person. It may be an otherworldly being, an E.T., an angel, an ascended master. What I want you to do now is ask them for their name, and they may not have one, but they may make one up for you. There may be a tonality type frequency come through that can be mimicked as a way to connect with that energy through a word, mimicking the tonality that you get come through. You may even get a symbol in your mind as a way that you can call upon this guide. A feeling. Recognize the feeling, the sensations on the body, so you know when you're in the physical world when this energy is coming through to assist and to take note of any thoughts and ideas coming through. Now I want you to ask your guide what they specialize in. How can they help you and assist you when you're needing assistance in a certain area? What area do they specialize in? What I want you to do next now is ask this guide if it's got a message for you. And take notice of any thoughts, ideas, concepts, knowing there's the things to be true but you're not sure how, any visions that come through along with feelings. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and come back to the body. Now, another way that you can connect with your guides too is to sit down, do a clearing, get a pen and pad, and set the intention of connecting with a certain guide. I do say sometimes it's best to let the guide sort out who and what's going to come through, but other times, yeah, you could direct it at Kuan Yin or whoever, and then what you start doing is just start writing. Some of it may make sense, some of it may not make sense. That's okay. Sometimes you may need weeks or days to look back, or even months, on what you wrote that may make sense later on. Sometimes we can't understand or grasp the full extent of the knowledge or why what's coming through at the time is coming through. So just be open to that as well, because there's no book or manual to what we're talking about. Look, we'll wrap it up there now. I just want to thank you all for watching this episode of Ascension Teachings, and I'll see you on the next episode. Much love. Thank you.